Now, we've got the top 10 players that have been ranked right now this week in Challenger. So these are the best in the world. They're not the best of NA because most of them are imports. So we'll just get that out of the road. But I want to get your guys' thoughts on these players. Bang from Evil Geniuses is the highest ranked player. You have some choice words on Bang. You immediately jumped. What happens?
He's playing OP champs, Misfortune and Senna. Those are like literally S+ right now.
So anybody could get rank 1 playing Misfortune and Senna?
Not anybody, because Senna takes somewhat skill since she's really squishy and easily able to get caught out. Misfortune, yeah, she's pretty easy.
You've got Ruin, your former teammate, in number 2, PoE. What's going? You think it's Ruin this good because he's not having such a good time in other areas of his game?
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I think when I was playing with him, or like when he was playing on my team, he spammed a lot of games, but I don't think he was ever that high. But I feel like
he's a Rumble main.
Yeah, not only that, but I had him yesterday actually on my games, and we lost, but he actually played insanely well. He solo killed his top laner as Ornn like multiple times, and I was like, damn, like he's really on top form right now. Like I feel like he's really smart about what trades he's gonna take and how he's gonna, like, I guess, impact the game. I think he's overall doing a really good job.
That's really positive to hear. So maybe hope in the CLG camp. Next up, a guy that's been in this top ranking for a while. You've got some laughs going this man's way. Always plan ahead. It's an Aurelion Sol, and it's just a roamer kind of a player. 68% win rate on Aurelion Sol, though. No one else is playing Aurelion Sol, yet this guy is crushing it. You, as the mid laner aficionado, PoE, what's going on? Aurelion Sol is not good? Clearly, this guy knows something that we don't.
Yeah, I think he's playing actually as a Conqueror Ignite Aurelion Sol, so he's going really like just for getting the 1v1 like strength with the Conqueror buff, and then just roaming around. And I think the thing about Aurelion Sol is that, like in SOLOQ, it's similar to the Sonar top where you just roam around and you get kills. And I think Aurelion Sol is a champion where you need a lot of skill. I think it's a champion where you need like tons and tons and tons of games to master the champion. So if you did, I think it's similar to like Talon, or I feel like even Kiana and SOLOQ. These are just champions which are really dominant, because if you can impact like your bot lane, and let's say you have like Bang on bot lane or you have Rune on top lane, you snowball these players, they normally take over the game.
Should a new player that wants to climb playing SOLOQ and maybe he likes dragons, should they bother putting the time in with Aurelion Sol, or are there better picks?
I could even say no. That I never see that champion, and then when I do see that champion, I don't see that champion like at all.
You hate Aurelion Sol?
No, I don't hate Aurelion Sol, but I just don't see him at all. But the players that do play him are extremely good, I feel like, and I feel like he's probably one step ahead.
I would.
Yes, he's been always planned.
I wouldn't be sure what to tell, like, because if you just spam Aurelion Sol, it's like so different from all the other champions.
Yeah.
That it might not actually help you, you know, because I feel like if I would tell a guy, like a new guy to like who wants to climb, I would probably tell him, play Syndra. It's a really strong, dominant mid lane pick in a lot of matchups. So you can still carry games and you can still roam around.
I see.
But you can actually win your lane, you can learn new matchups.
It's not roaming and just constantly basically trying to influence the map versus
you can learn your matchups, you can learn your lane really good, and like how to just like use the perfect roam timers, and not every roam timer.
Right. You don't learn the fundamentals from playing Aurelion Sol. You just learn how to Sol.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Number 4, more pro players. C9 Sven. So he's doing kind of the same thing as Bang, spamming APHELIOS and Misfortune with 67 and 69% win rate, respectively. Is APHELIOS better for SOLOQ than Senna? Would you agree with that, Jayden?
I want to say that I would rank Senna above APHELIOS right now, actually.
Okay.
I agree. I think that Misfortune and Senna are the strongest actually over APHELIOS.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then quick take on how you would rank them in scrims.
I would say in scrims APHELIOS. But in solo queue, it's, I feel like, more about like lane dominance, and it's about like Misfortune, why she's so OP in solo queue, I think, is because she's so fast with her W.
Yes.
Or is it her passive? I'm not.
Yeah, it's her W.
Yeah,
And
the W. So she just runs around the map and takes all the camps really fast, can run from one lane to the other, and just farms so much. Yeah, just farms so much, and you have so much impact in teamfights with your ultimate. That is, I think, just rated way higher than an APHELIOS. But in scrims, I think APHELIOS is way stronger.
Okay. Another AD coming up next. So it looks like things are shaping up for this role that was.
ADs are broken. For sure.
Yeah, but they all build Essence Reaper first. It's like the same champion, Misfortune, like 4 times.
It is Misfortune again from Team Liquid's Tactical.
W.
And we already know why he's doing this. So clearly getting to the top just means spamming the right picks. Next up is... Well, shit, another AD. Dignitas is Phoenix. He's playing Misfortune again. I see a trend.
Yep.
Next is a jungler, the only jungler in this list. Well, there's 2.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Closer from Turkey, Turkish player. You've played with him. Have you played in the Turkish server?
No, I actually have never played in the Turkish server.
Does he play differently than other players? Like, is he bringing a style to this region that is exciting, explosive? What's going on here? Or is he just another EU style player?
I feel like he's more aggressive than A-journers, or like most of them. I feel like he takes more risks.
Oh yeah.
I would say he's not as aggressive as like some of the LPL journers I faced before, but I think his style seems, or I feel like feels really good for most mid laners, because he would go for like this mid lane tower dive, or he would go for the Lee Sin kick, and I think, I don't know, when I play as a mid laner with a Lee Sin and Lee Sin is just delivering me the guy as Syndro or something, I'm just like, okay, nice, I got another free kill, you know? So I think he plays really strong and really like
Quick
confident.
question for you. Is that the number one quality you look for in your jungler, how aggressive they are?
I think out of my experience, I play with a lot of different journers. I think the most important trait is that they're confident in themselves and that they are smart. So they know like what pathing they want to take, where they want to end up.
You're asking a lot out of these people.
I guess. I think the confidence part is, for some people, for some runners, like I feel like they just, a lot of times they just get it by wins and they're just get it by outjoining the opponent. You're like, yeah, okay, I'm better than this guy. So that is not that hard to get, but the smart part, I feel like this planning ahead part is really difficult and takes a lot of games. So I think if other laners would roll swap to jungle, I think it's really difficult for them to do.
Okay.
I like this Lee Sin pick, but I noticed how both him and rank 8 also play Lee Sin.
Yeah, rank 8 TSM Sarcasm, the other Lee Sin player. Really strong solo queue champion right now, and really strong champion literally always. Lee Sin has never not been bad.
Yeah, he's talking about the RQ combo.
Yeah. And as someone that had to do that to a lot of people, it's surprisingly hard to get it down. Kind of like Aurelion Sol. You actually really need to put in the games, because you know how when you're playing and sometimes your screen is not centered on your pick when you're in the middle of a team fight. So when you're Lee Sin, you might have ward hop and place yourself in such an odd position on your screen. You don't have time to reframe everything. So your Q is now really tough to hit with the kick, and sometimes you can miss. But usually never, actually.
Yeah.
You're saying.
I feel like the Lee Sin is kind of like the Oriana mid lane. I feel like every season you see him, every season he's doing fine.
Actually, yeah. So Lee Sin is the Oriana of mid lane. I think Thresh is the Oriana. Thresh is in support. What about for top and jungle, or top and AD? Are you following along here, Jayden? What is the AD that is the Oriana or the Thresh or the Lee?
I'm just thinking of champions that are not S tier, but not B tier. So like A tier.
I would think Kalista or Ashe, to me, I think
are
are
you talking?
I would say Ashe. I think I would say Ashe, actually, because she has matchups. You see them pro play here and there, like the Ashe Tom Kanj.
So I think we're saying how those champions you can play at pretty much most of the time, and they will teach you how to be a good AD pretty much no matter what.
Ashe.
So like as long as you have those down.
She's not the best, but she's like okay. Her and like Caitlyn, I feel like, are always those relying.
Okay, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
true.
Okay. What top lane? Like I don't know. I autofilled top lane and played Ornn.
Did you int?
I think, but then I like actually did okay.
Maybe
But in the beginning, I was like learning.
the
I
top
was like,
laner.
oh, Maokai.
Maybe
Maokai top
Maokai.
lane, and then Malphite and Ornn. Those are like my go-to like tops.
Yeah, Ornn is like the new one, the new
Yeah, that's a
Malphite.
new
He's,
one.
Yeah,
he's subbing in. We got 2 more people in this list. We've got IWU Fizzy, so not a Fizz player actually. Support plays Rakan, probably duo queuing with Azaya.
Yeah, I think Rakan is a really strong playmaker, and
This is a university player.
I think so. University of Western. I got those names wrong. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Cupcakes29 is our last person.
Syndra.
Do you know who Cupcakes29 is, POE?
Yeah,
Who is he? Have you talked to him?
I think it is done. It's a Viktor main, a Viktor one trick, and I actually spoke to him a lot during the last 2 years or so while I'm in NA. Because I'm a Viktor player myself, so sometimes we share out like, oh, like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this mastery? Obviously, he plays way more SOLOQ on this champion than I do, so sometimes I ask him like, oh, like, what is working out on SOLOQ
You
right now?
learned from him?
Well, so yeah, I think he taught me a lot about like, oh, you can go Airy in this matchup, and then you can actually win this matchup if you go to do this. And then I think I remember when I was in the EU, and I think he didn't have that much success on Viktor, and I was playing face rush Viktor actually, and told him, oh, actually for me it's working out really good right now. Like, just go face rush, you can avoid ganks in the early game, and then you can like just snowball with your first upgrade and stuff like this. So I think he's a really good player, and I think currently I've actually faced him the other day playing Syndra, so he's currently on the Syndra train, getting high elo. I think he's pretty high. I think it's like over 1,000 currently. So
yeah.
Wow.
So do you call him Cupcakes? Does he have a name?
no, I call him Dan.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's his like really.
Okay.
He's a really good Viktor player, but I don't. Is like Syndra just like the pick right now?
I think Syndra is just really strong right now. The thing is that like with level 6, you normally one shot the enemy donor, so you actually have like a
When you
lot of
press
playmaking.
R.
Yeah, about like Herald.
You one-shot
situation.
Lee Sins very easily.
That is true, and that feels good.
Nice try kicking me. Well, we actually have the top 10 now of where the FlyQuest players are at. And we actually didn't get to see PoE before because you were in Europe. We didn't know what your rank was. But we've got Revenge at the number 1 spot between FlyQuest. So the Academy top lane. Another Riven one trick. Really ironic how most players have been complaining about one tricks, yet a lot of them, some people would say they were one tricks. Santorin, number 2, always climbing.
Yeah.
Big dodger, though. Are you a big dodger as well?
No, actually, I don't know why. Like, a lot of friends in you, like, they would just dodge, and I would be like, actually, like, I feel like I would never dodge.
You're not a dodger.
Like, even if I have someone in the game, in my champion section, hostaging me, like, telling that he's gonna run it down no matter what, I'm just like, okay, like, if you wanna waste our time, like, I know, I feel like always I just have the thought, like, I'm a pro gamer, I play like 20 games a day, like, this half an hour is nothing for me, Okay. Try me, try me.
Are you a dodger? I'll dodge only for a really bad comp matchup. Like if our comp is Teemo, Shaco, Pike, and like Ezreal against a zillion comp, I'm dodging.
Yeah, I'll dodge sometimes if I know I have the LP to spare. But games where like I had some mastery top lock in with Smite and like Ghost and just run it down, but I was like, oh, okay, he's obviously going through something like something else. No, like my chat
True.
did his research and like apparently it was like a duo account and he changed his like username from like Illy someone's name to like another, like I forgot what it was, and he just ran it down.
That's worth dodging.
No, well, I mean, I honestly just think he was just going through something. So I was just like, you do you, man. Like, this is just one game.
So just like PoE, you're like, I have so many games to play. I don't mind. I've got the time to
Do you
play.
dodge more often than once then? Like, because the first one is -3, right? And then the second
No,
one,
I'm only like I will wait.
because
So
the
I'll dodge and then wait like 30 minutes to make sure the
yeah.
chamber's clear and no
I
one's
see,
ready to troll.
That's smart. Okay.
Next up, we've got Triple. So from Academy. Then we've got PoE at sorry, I wasn't reading the LP here. You're at rank 129, or is that your LP?
No, that's my rank. I think I'm like around like
Yes.
400 league points right now.
Wow.
So
Not bad. JJ, support from Academy, rank 167. He's been climbing. Wild Turtle, he was top 20, and now he's been hard inting. He's at 192 now. Is he doing the same in scrims?
No. I think Turtle is just playing a lot of random stuff in SOLOQ. I randomly see him play Shogun 80 carry or Mordecai's 80 carry. While Turtle in SOLOQ. So I'm like,
What does he play?
Shogun 80 carry or randomly
Wait,
some
say
Mordecai.
that again.
Shogun? What?
The show, like, I don't know.
Oh, Cho'Gath.
Yeah, Cho'Gath.
Oh.
Cho'Gath, sorry.
What?
Oh.
Cho AD? What? Tell us about Cho AD, Jayden.
I've never
resident
seen
AD.
that. I just see Kaz or Kaz APC.
With Cass?
Yeah.
What?
What, really?
Cass?
Cassidon?
No. Oh, Cassiopeia.
Oh.
Not Cassidon.
I was like, Cassin?
Right.
Wait,
I was like,
there's
you
Cass
piqued my
and
interest.
Cass.
Okay, no Cassidon, sadly. Then we've got Ignar at rank 359. Fnatic, jungler on Academy 759. He's climbed 1,000 spots since
Big
last time
jump.
we checked. And then we got Mash. It's not going to lie, pretty impressive seeing all of your teammates in the essentially top 1,000.
Yeah. I feel like we have like this little, like, so we have like, obviously we have like a required solo queue amount every week. But I feel like even if we didn't have that, I feel like our players would play a lot, because I feel like it's kind of like, at least for me, it was always like kind of like an honor thing. I don't want to be the lowest either in my team.
Oh,
I always
not. I mean, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I always wanted to be at least like second or third, like the least like third, you know. So I feel like this is the first thing. I feel like while all of us are playing a little bit, because we're all just like, okay, like I want to be ahead of you, I want to be higher league points than you. So there's like a little bit of a challenge, I think. And then second as well, since we're doing this required solo queue, we sometimes show like the win rate, and we show like, okay, who climbed as much as the other ones, stuff like this. And we have to still, like, you know, like in Game of Thrones, it's like shame if someone didn't play solo queue, you know. Something like this. It's pretty fun.
So good. That's
really
so
funny.
good. Are you the highest LP in your Twitch Rivals team, Jayden?
No.
You're the lowest?
Let me think. I know that we have 2 challenger players, our Kled top lane. And all right, so Forrest is our jungler, our top laner is Sol Mario, so they're both like high elo. I support Low Pally. I mean, I know he.
Oh,
like,
damn! You got a team.
Oh, we have a
you got
stack team. Low Pally
What
is
the
like,
heck?
I know he's like hit challenger and KP, so I'm like 4th, because KP's like plat.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty much the same thing. I should be plat at this point.